So, so here's a poll, and there are okay. So you know there are lots of polls that say this exact same thing. So it's not like I'm just taking it from one. I'm actually looking at quite a few. But here's a poll that kind of talks about Medicare for all and where is it? I mean, where is it? Where do the American people stand? You know, I always talk about Medicare for all as being such a great plan, and it is. And Bernie introduced it and then sold us out, by the way, to Joe Biden. He didn't really plan for it. But so what? Where is Medicare for all? Where does it stand? Right-wingers will tell you, oh, nothing's really free. And you want to do free health care? And, oh, okay, well, nothing's really free, so you're still going to have to pay for it. And average people, like one of my cousins, Selena, anyway, take it, and they think, oh, he's right. Because they don't know better, except I know better. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. So, Medicare for all is supported by 67% of the American people. Almost to 70% support, right? Now, that includes about 51% of Republicans. Let me say that again. The majority of Republicans in the country actually support Medicare for all. 51% of Republicans. 51%. Okay. How many Democrats support it? And I'm going to get to the independents, right? Because you're like, okay, well, obviously, Democrats are going to support it. It's a Democratic plan. It's from the left. It's from the progressives, of course, right? You're thinking that. Okay, well, how many Democrats really support it? What's the percentage? 87% of Democrats. Now, I saw another poll that said 88%. So let's just put it at 88% of Democrats support Medicare for all. 88%, Joe Biden, 88% of Democrats actually support a plan. Let me read this article. Even though a total of 88% of Democrats support the Bernie Sanders proposed healthcare plan of a single-payer healthcare system, Medicare for all, the Democratic nominee for president, Joe Biden, does not support it. Asked by reporters... Okay, that's another line, actually. Asked if he would support Medicare for all, Joe Biden said, quote, "It would never come to my desk." When prompted by a reporter, what if it does come to your desk? And it is passed, and it is all set up. So there you go. Joe Biden's already telling you, I'm not going to let you not have medical debt. I'm not going to let you not die because you don't have health care. I'm not going to let you not pay an individual mandate of $690. I'm not going to let you not pay a deductible. I'm not going to let you... not be price gouged by the for-profit pharmaceutical industries. I'm not going to, not let you have free health care, free at the point of service, free at the point of use, nothing, right? Okay, so we know that. Now, where do the independents stand? Because, a lot of people say, oh, you got to get the Republicans, you got to get the independents, I got to get the middle center people, middle of the way. Well, get this, a staggering 68% of independents support the program. 68% of independents support Medicare for all. No wonder we get 67 to 70% of Americans supporting it, because you got a majority of Republicans and a majority of independents in the entire Democratic Party. So everyone supports a single-payer healthcare system, including 51% of Republicans, 88% of Democrats, 87, 88, and 68% of independents. And Joe Biden still would never support it and still doesn't support it. And it just is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And this is the guy you want to support. And I really have to ask a lot of my friends who are applauding, oh, yes, Joe Biden. Oh. And I'll call out Assemblywoman Torres from Ward District 3, here in the state, Assemblywoman, you say that Medicare for all is just too much and we can't pay for it and it's not realistic. You know what is realistic? And it's not just towards her. It's towards every centrist Democratic thinker. 40 million people are out of work right now, potentially going to go homeless because they're going to get evicted. And about 20 million people are now without health care. That is what's realistic. And you talk about, oh my God, healthcare, Medicare for all, such a radical idea. No, what's radical is not getting people an actual healthcare system that works for them. What's radical is letting 68,000 people die because they don't have healthcare. What's radical is letting 500 people, 500K, go bankrupt over medical debt. What's radical is letting the pharmaceutical companies sell Truvada for like $1,000 a vial, letting those who make insulin sell it for $336 here, but then like $36 in Canada. That's what's radical. What's radical is you having to pay a $10,000 deductible. What's radical is you can't leave your job because you can't lose your health care. You got kids, you got your health, you got whatever, you got coronavirus, you got the pandemic, COVID-19. That's what's radical right now in this country. And if you don't believe it, then obviously you're okay with letting people die and you're okay with people not having health care. And you wonder, why is it that people don't want to vote for Trump? Well, Trump's a fascist and a dictator and a white supremacist, right-wing racist nutcase, crazy, who intentionally let 190,000 people die from the coronavirus because he didn't want to create a panic, meaning for the stock market. But then they say, okay, well, why do they want to vote for Biden? Because he doesn't support Medicare for all, which will take care of all of these problems. And a single payer wouldn't help any of these problems. It wouldn't resolve any of that, is what Joe Biden said. Wouldn't resolve any of that. So he gets Medicare for all. Dianne Feinstein, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, all of them get Medicare for all. Guys, they don't have to worry about a damn thing. But when the majority of Americans say, give us single-payer health care, nope, we can't give you health care. I'm sorry, you're going to have to die. You're going to have to go bankrupt, pay that deductible. I don't know what you're going to do. Don't start your business. Don't go to school. And hopefully you can pay your prescription drugs too. Again, this is exactly the problem. Joe Biden doesn't support it. And in fact, it's so terrible because the majority of the American public supported it. If Trump right now came out and said Medicare for all for everybody right now, he wins the election. He wins it. He won. No way Joe Biden can beat him. If Joe Biden came out and said, I'll do Medicare for all. In fact, I'll introduce the bill in my first 100 days. Whoo! He would win the election right now because that's what people need. So if you think Joe Biden's actually going to support Medicare for all, I mean, he's still coming out against it today. September 11th, today. He's coming against it. So there you go. Majority of Americans supporting Medicare for all, single-payer healthcare system.